Welcome to Reach the World ASAP. My name is Pastor Scott Griswold, inviting you to listen in on what God is doing in Southeast Asia. On our ASAP Ministries mission trip this year, we decided to descend on a little school in the rice paddies at a village called Takong, Cambodia. It's a school that love builds with help from donors through ASAP. On this trip, people joined us from around the world, and we linked up with the teachers and students from ASAP Ministries in Siem Reap. Every day was like a vacation Bible school extravaganza. It was really fun. One of our team members would tell a story like Joseph or David and Goliath. The translators really got into it as young people from the high school, helping out for the first time translating in their lives, and they really connected with the kids. When we asked the children what their favorite Bible story was during our interviews, it was usually the one they just heard that day from our team. They also had a lot of fun singing. We would teach them fun songs in English, and they'd catch on pretty quick, especially when there were great actions to follow. The children really enjoyed the outside games. It was blistering hot outside, but nobody cared. I had a hard time telling who was having more fun, the kids or the grown-ups who were acting like kids. And then they found a good way to cool off afterwards. But before I tell you more about the mission trip, I want you to hear about how the school started straight from the church planter and principal that got it all going, Mr. Makara. We are at the Takong School here in Cambodia, and we have had an incredible week, a huge mission team here together, enjoying the children, teaching them, working with them, like a VBS here, plus a lot of construction going on that we'll tell you about. But I want to hear the story from him about how this little school got started. You began this school about in the year 2000, renting a place, just you and your wife being the teachers. You saw the need, you reached out to the children, and you began to see it grow. It started with 60 kids, and they were excited to learn, and you worked hard there for 10 years. So 158 students were baptized during your time in sharing and caring for the kids. They must have been really, really interested. That's exciting. So after the landlord didn't want to rent you anymore, you had to find a place, and it was just getting too small anyway for you. So you prayed 3 months, and God opened up the way for you to have this property here. So after moving the school here, they were still three years back at the other place, and renting a house there, and then prayed to be able to live right next to the school. And so now this building, this nice house behind me, is where he and his wife live, and have one other teacher helping. So the school has really grown. Now there's how many students? So, okay, it's gone from 70 to 110 students, and really continuing to grow. So why did you decide to have a school in the first place? What are the needs of the children in this community?
Wow.
Okay, so the parents are really happy to have this because they don't feel real confident in the school, the regular government school system. The teachers have a low education or low ability or lack of provisions for the students, so they are so happy to have a quality Christian education going on in their neighborhood, and they'd love to see it grow and have more grades. Okay, so just in the last 3 years, another 30 students have been baptized. Praise the Lord for that. And 5 of the parents have become Christians. Praise the Lord. Well, thank you so much for the hard work that you and your wife and the other teacher do. We are so glad for what you're doing and the blessing it's having on the children. So you're really excited that as you've been praying and you see how the kids who graduate from here, 6th grade or so, their parents make them go off to other schools or even into Thailand, quit working, and you've really been concerned and praying, wanted a vocational school, and now God is answering through ASAP Ministries with the building of this vocational school. Praise the Lord. That's wonderful. So back to our mission trip. Later in the week, our medical team left the city where they'd been helping, and they came out and joined us at the school. It was so good to see the neighbors coming in for really needed checkups. While they were waiting, they had a chance to hear some excellent health talks and sometimes get a massage. And our dentists and their helpers, they worked so carefully with the children to get them taking care of their teeth. And some of them really needed it. The candy had made their pearly white teeth disappear. I think the most fun thing for many of those on the mission trip was being able to interview the students. The kids are really precious. Some come from rough backgrounds, and that's sad. But they are gaining so much at this Christian school. I want you to hear about the children from the various people on our mission trip. Just little segments of their interviews, but special ones.